Everybody, say hello to the bad guy.
Dixie.
Hey, yo!
Farted.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Gaming Lifestyle Lounge. I'm your host, America's #1 online video game personality, Ben, the Parvinator Parvin, here at your service. Oh, that's not very nice. Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome. Happy Thursday. Good to see you. I have not been feeling that great today. Been in the migraine zone, a zone familiar to many of you. Yes. A parvination has been detected. A disturbance in the force. How you doing, Dixie? Welcome. Good to see ya.
Dixie.
Part 10. All right, here we go, guys. You know, probably, we're getting towards the end of this game, getting to like the last of the kind of, I guess, non-bonus worlds. I think you got to go all the way through the thing to get like a proper ending, if I had to guess. If it's anything like DKC 2. So technically, I guess 2 worlds remaining. We're working in a Kaos Kore right now. That's the name of it. We got to it towards the end of yesterday's stream. Yeah, just a heads up, I have not been feeling that great today. I was having some migraines and was pretty sick earlier, but I started to feel a little turn, and yeah, hopefully doing a lot better. I'm pretty touch and go, so this might be a short stream. We'll see. But I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. Not that anybody said like, "Hey, where are you? Get in there." But for my own sake, I want to play this game. So here we are. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Thursday. If I start to feel iffy, I'll just bounce. but I figured let's give it a shot. Maybe we can get a couple hours in. I gotta rock the sunglasses just because I've been very, just kind of sensitive to light. Every now and then it just, you know, it's like it's poking my brain. Beep, 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 you know, a bright light. All right. How you guys doing? 78% of the way through this game. You can get up to 103% under our current file, basically. That's our max that we can do at this point. If we put in a code, that could take us to up to 105%. You know, makes the game a lot harder too. I guess I'm gonna repeat that information every stream. I gotta say, I didn't realize from this screen, this is the first time I just happened to hit the, I was playing around and I hit the left D-pad button, and I was kind of surprised I guess I haven't seen, from that screen, I haven't seen it take you here. That's cool. Get to see all your collectibles, how far along you are. Of course, you see that when you save, but I didn't realize that you could do that from this screen, too. You get a little more than just the top line percentage there. You can get the breakdown. Yeah, I know. It's a terrible time to be having some migraines, if I had to guess, as we're going to some of the toughest levels, but that's okay. We'll see. I'm gonna give it my best. Maybe I can at least get, we'll shoot for an hour at first. That's, you know, could probably be done. And we'll just go from there. But yeah, we're currently in the midst of those, yeah, when the going really gets tough. I was on the struggle bus yesterday, and honestly, you know, I haven't really totally felt myself in about the last week, just because I've been dealing with these migraines, and man, it's really, I know a lot of you suffer from them too, but the more I have them, the more that I see some different phases to it, and I know that phases of migraine are pretty, like, well established. But it's interesting, like, it's not all just headache, you know, there's lead up to it, there's the after the headache and stuff, and that has its own kind of weird side effects. And I've just felt kind of off, you know, this whole week. And I know for me, sometimes when it comes to migraines, I get like pretty common for me is when a new wave is on its way. It might not be there that day, but I tend to get like, just suddenly I just get, it's like, yeah, it's just like you know, there's like a little bit of confusion, or just I feel like I'm not you know, firing on all cylinders, and then that's often coupled with just kind of feeling down too, and I think that's a pretty common symptom for like pre and sort of post migraine. Is kind of just a sudden, I just feel like you know, often I feel like I just kind of quite suddenly get very zapped and lose a lot of energy and stuff, but we'll see. Yeah, that's true, Palpuck. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we'll I hope you're doing well, Palpuck. Good to see you. Wouldn't want to ruin this nice family stream. I remember one time, a long time ago, I remember getting a comment like, hey, could you, like, it was something like, I mean, you know, if I had to guess, most likely written by a kid, but I got a message about like, bro, hey, could you like not cuss? You know, like my family can hear it or something, and it's like, I remember kind of thinking like, well, I do apologize, but that's a kind of a you problem right now. If that's gonna be something you're gonna have to deal with. I can only control my end of the stream. And my environment allows me to curse freely. If yours doesn't, maybe you should not allow this stream. Maybe you shouldn't be watching this with your folks around. But anyway, I know you're just joking, Pal Plug, but it made me think of that, like hey, bro, could you like please not curse? All right. Do. Oh yeah, so let me just back up a second. Let me just take a second to assess the situation. We just got to Kaos Kore, and this is seemingly the last world, but you know, I already know, but we've already unlocked the Lost World, which if it's anything like DonkeyKongCountry 2, that's probably how you get the full ending. I'm even kind of curious, you know. Please, nobody tell me this, just because I'd like to see it when I get there, but I am curious to see what we get as we get through this world and we go through that castle up there. You know, like, does that bring us to the credits of the game? You know, does it, is it another one of those kind of like, well, you beat the game, but you actually didn't? You know, I've got to get to the Lost World at some point. So yeah, looking for a bonus in here, I believe it is. Yeah, sorry, just wanted to double check. Anyway, go easy on me today, because I do feel like I'm not 100%, but I'm gonna give it my best. These guys are jacked. I only just realized that there's some DK sounds that never made their way to the soundboard. I grabbed a couple more, like, and well, you've heard those two. That's not new. Damn, that was really loud for me. There were a couple others. Not Dragon Quest. Oh yeah, this one. Always one of my favorites. You know, popping out of the barrel. DiddyKong stuck in the barrel. And of course, ow! Oh man. Poor guy. I wonder if he's aware of his situation right now. There's a I don't know, there's some line from Attack of the Clones. It's like, oh, there's this many units and 1 million more on the way. That's not what we're going for. Get backed up a little bit. Oh, I got a new I bought a new controller for the 64. Maybe at some point we can take a look at it. I think I'm supposed to do a firmware update though before. It is a Bluetooth controller. It's one from 8-Bit Dough that came out. Well, you know, they did. I don't know if I said Bluetooth, but yeah, this one is a wireless one. They had released a Bluetooth controller with that analog 3D console that they put out, and I saw a lot of mixed reviews on it. A lot of people were having trouble with it, but they've released one now that's like a, what is it, a two, actually I got it, did I bring it in? Yeah, a 2.4G wireless controller, so that's, I guess, the like newer model of it. And it comes with a you know, a dongle to go into the 64, you know, plug into the controller slot. And then I guess if you wanted to use it on your computer, you can, but it's not, you know, you'd have to have a USB. You have to plug it up via USB. I honestly don't, the wireless aspect, if I had thought a little bit more, I may have not have gone that way just because I'm close enough to the 64 to make wired. Not that it's not really a problem, but we'll see. You know. Oh, that's a good one, Palpuck, right? And usually that means you're about to have some fun, but isn't there like a little, it's like, or not quite that, but it's like explosion plus kind of a bassy sound that, what I did wasn't a really good impression, but there's almost a, like a, you know, you can hear the box, you know, opening up. That is a good sound, and yeah, that's. I think like I said, I associate that with like, all right, this is just time for some fun now. Yeah, I do not need bear coins. Still looking for I didn't know what was up on that ledge. Couldn't remember, but yeah, we don't need the bear coins. That's oops. Oh, great timing there. That's for sure. There you go. Hey, Darth Kev, what's up? Yeah, I saw good things about the game, sir, too. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, there's, you know, there's been a lot of, it is interesting, you know, that because you're finding fewer and fewer, like, original controllers. And then when it comes to the 64... you know, it's hard to find an original controller that hasn't just totally been wrecked. Oh, that was... I thought I was seeing something in between those bees and that next floor, but I was just seeing stuff. Not seeing anything that actually existed. Yeah. I'll have to give this one a shot and see how it goes. Like I said, you know, I've mentioned before that nothing... Oh, damn. Nothing to me feels as good as an original 64 controller on the 64, but... you know, again, that's becoming more and more difficult to find. This is the second thing I've bought from 8-Bit Dough. I bought a control stick assembly replacement for the 64, and it's a really easy swap if any of you guys ever need to do it. You really just have to get the controller open, and then and I'm not a very handy person, but you know, you got to have the like I think that uses the game bit controller or screwdriver that's really popular out there. But you can you basically just like take the front plate of the, you know, after undoing the screws and stuff, you take the front plate off the 64 controller, and then the whole control stick is all part of this one assembly that is just connected via one of those I don't know, like one of those little, there's like two wires that go to a little plastic housing to plug into something. I don't know what you call that, but it's, you really just kind of put it down, you know, you take the old assembly, it just essentially came right out, and then I was able to put the new one in there, connect the little plastic doohickey, and that was it. It was a really easy, even for somebody like me that isn't too handy. And that breathed some new life into that 64 controller that I have. Oh, I missed it. Oh, thought I was going to be too late. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, well, that is one advantage about, you know, emulating is that, you know, especially with the... I know the 64 controller isn't everybody's cup of tea, so, you know, to find... to find... you know, sort of a setting that works for you, or like a remapping that works for you. That's awesome. Yeah. You could do it, Kev. I bet you could do it. Oh, might have been a bonus back to the left there. I didn't really get a chance to explore that, huh? Maybe I'll just control start. I wanted to see when you get up to that top, you get to sort of a T. You know, we were going up the column, and we went right, but we didn't go left. So I want to see that before we move on. I borked my my Wii disk drive. It was already on the way out, but I hastened its demise. Hey, Livy, welcome. And I regret that I ever opened that thing up. I don't know. I was looking at a nice instruction guide. I thought I could do it, you know. I will admit there was a part of like, well, this thing is already on the way out. It's gonna need professional replacement. If this doesn't work, it would need it anyway. So let me just try it. And yeah, it didn't work. Oh, really, Livy? I'm curious. That's interesting. Oh, yeah, just so some of the barrels, they're not on a set pattern, huh? So that could really screw with you on a blindfold run, huh? Yeah. Yeah, Kev, well, it's nice to, you know, I mean, you have it all on your you know, computer, which I'm sure you're able to use for other stuff other than gaming too. So, you know, it's kind of hard to beat that convenience. You know, for me to have these retro systems, it did take an expensive upscaler. Well, I didn't have to get that, but I wanted it to look good. And honestly, it makes it very, even if I weren't doing any streaming, it's like, you know, I would want that anyway. Just to have it playing on here on this monitor, but yeah, it took a little, it took some effort, but I've got the Famicom, Super NES Mini, Super Famicom, Genesis, 64, and Wii all hooked up to this monitor right now. And you know, I had to buy like a switcher, you know, for the various systems, you know, a thing or two along the line. And I bought some like kind of like cable management tools too that helped, but it doesn't look pretty. There's no it helped me keep it all together, but yeah, it definitely took some man, how do we get over there? Come on. Hey, Livy, hope you're doing okay. Surviving the heat wave. Yeah. I was seeing something about, it was like 200 something folks in Spain had, you know, had died in this heat wave. It was very dangerous. That ain't gonna do it. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, beating all the records. Well, it sucks too because we find ways to. That's just in terms of the average global temperatures. We keep setting records on those too. I'm sure this is very sustainable, right? Sure, we can just keep breaking those global average temperatures year after year, and it's probably going to be okay. Whoops. Oh, whatever. We don't need the O. I didn't want the O anyway. O, go. Yeah. Oh, damn. I was trying to curve. Yeah, there's no moving out of that box. Maybe if... I could easily throw someone over there. I just keep screwing up the execution. Enter the barrel and pray. Oh, yeah, I bet. Pray to RN Jesus. Help me. Ahoy, Ichigo. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. What's up, man? That's not what you want. Alright, don't screw it up this time. Dude. Hey, thanks, man. It's a lot better right now. I figured I'd give it a shot because I didn't feel 100, but I didn't feel a lot of the symptoms had gone away, so I figured let's give this a shot. See what we can do. Thanks for checking, man. I think if it starts to hurt again, I'll stop it, you know, early on. But I figured, hey, let's see if we can get an hour or two in. Boom. I think I could just throw Dixie. Yeah. Oh wait, that doesn't get him over there though. I thought it would. Is it just like a higher... yeah, maybe it has to be like a higher... you know, you toss her up to something. Hola. ¿Qué varo? ¿Cómo estás? She can't throw him, I'm sure. Is he just gonna go? Oh, yeah, he's gonna go off like a well, no, she not gonna be able to do that. Damn! I tried to get through that, yeah. Son of a bee. Son of a B-E-E. Yeah, let me try that. I'll try that, Palpuck. I forgot that's used a couple times in DonkeyKongCountry 2, and I really had to train myself out of jumping before the, oops, jumping, you know, before the, come on. You know, before you hit the edge of the ledge there, I really had a hard time making myself, I don't know what it was. Some gamer reflex in there that's like, you know, you roll and then you still have to jump before you hit the ledge. And no, that's not how it's done. Dust. Yeah, you got to sort of break yourself. I know some other games I'm so used to, like there are other games where doing a roll and then jumping off the ledge still gets you like a bigger jump or something. So it was kind of strange to, definitely felt a bit strange to break myself with that, but I really was like, the reflex was hard to get rid of. So we're rolling off the ledge and then jumping. Let's see. It was a noble effort, Dustin. I think the well, that's what I want to do, but do the jump a little further. He might actually, you know, maybe I'll use Kitty for this one. Yeah. I think Dixie told me he's got a longer jump. I think he can, you know, jump sort of further horizontally. Bum, 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 bum. There you go, Ichigo. Yeah. Yeah, not bad, Dustin. Not bad. That's not what I'm trying to do. Wanna hop in a barrel and jump to you. That's not what I'm trying to do. I was waiting forever for a left-leaning one. Left-leaning barrels. Jeez Louise. In the time of chimpanzees, I was a monkey. Oh, come on, you can do it, Dixie. There it is, yeah. But then we gotta throw her. Okay. Well, start select. That's right, Dustin. Beck is one of those artists I've wanted to see live, but never had a chance to. A lot of different like musical phases with Beck too, and I feel like there's almost a constitutional requirement for him to, you know, sort of mix it up or do something other than like, you know, what the last thing was or what people, you know, want to hear. And then you know, I end up liking a lot of it anyway. Not that I haven't listened to. There's at a certain point some of the albums I like. At a certain point, I haven't listened to many albums after that. But yeah, I know. Oh, what's her name, Dustin? I actually saw something about Rush. Something made Reddit, and it was funny because all the Rush fans were. Well, let me just tell the story first, I guess. But like, I guess what's the bassist's name? I forget. Is Geddy? Yeah, it is Geddy Lee who plays. Okay, yeah, who plays bass. He's like looking over to the side, and he's not hearing it either. It's not in the mix, and I don't know if it's in his earpiece or what, but he's like starting to get pissed looking over at the tech, and he's showing them like, it's nothing, and he starts to bang on it a bit, and he's looking over at the techs, and you can kind of see him say like something like, it's not fucking working or something, and it wasn't presented as like a total meltdown or anything. It was quite mild, and it was funny because in the comments people were like, "Wow, that's kind of intense for Geddy." Like that's a, I guess he's got a reputation for being, you know, pretty cool dude, or at least even keeled. Yeah, I mean, you know. At a certain point, when you're in the middle of a concert and you've been looking over at the tech, or the guy at the mixing board, whatever, and it still isn't fixed, you know, you kind of have a right to be pissed. You're paying a lot to have this be done correctly, you know, and shit happens, but it has to get fixed. It has to get fixed quick. It's, you know. Even a little RNG with this one, maybe? Oh, yeah. Send me straight up. Straight up is pretty much the only way I'm going to get any of these, I think. Oh. I'll get it on the next one. Yeah, he was. Yeah, well, that's like, that's like good practice to just, or best practice, because when it does come in, you want to be playing right away and not, you know what I mean? Also, that's how you find out if it's back or not, is by, trying to play and not just like, but just pick a random string and, nope, nothing, oh, man. I will get this done eventually. But yeah, I always thought that, like it does, when those videos come out, it is always funny to see, like they're still going through the whole thing. And, like you never know, maybe he had it in his earpiece, but it wasn't part of the house mix or something, Annika Niles? Or maybe Annika. No, probably Annika. Nice. Well, yeah, she's got to be, yeah, she's got to be a total... Oops. She's filling in for, well, there's no filling in for, but, taking the place in the band of... Come on. Neil Peart, that's, it's no easy shoes to fill. R.I.P. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Yeah. I didn't realize that they were back on tour, or I don't know if it's tour or a, like limited set of shows or something, but... Yeah, any plans to try to see them? Maybe, Quevado. Creo que no. Pero mañana? Yeah. First things first, I gotta get this one bonus here. There you go, right. We're bilingual up in here. I can at least do a little Spanglish. Honestly, that's like I'm Spanglish. I'm great. I'm really thankful when someone knows a little bit of English, and I can I can like fill in, because I'll remember a lot of stuff, but then I'll just be like, I have no idea what the word I'm looking for is in Spanish. Like the vocabulary escapes me sometimes, or often, or I may have never, I mean, it's languages are huge. Even though I studied it back in the day, there's still a lot of stuff I never encountered, so. Pertinent. Neil Peart. Pierre. Some of these I'm like, I could have maybe even just launched, come on, one of them up there. Oh, come on, give me the straight up and down. Give me the straight dope. Let's go. Finally. Here, T. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'd only heard a couple people ever say his name, and yeah, I heard his almost something more like P-E-R-T. Thanks for the correction. I got a bone to pick with my band director. Peart. Yeah, Peart. Neil Peart. Yeah, I got a bone to pick with my band director, man. He taught me that wrong many years ago. Whoa. We're getting zapped by lightning. Oh god. Are these little guys are the ones doing it to me? What's the, let's see. Maybe it's just every, let me get in and see what the little gameplay mechanic is. Whoops. That's not what I was looking away at the chat. I kind of forgot I'm in quite a treacherous section. We'll do this a couple more times, then I should go do a safety save, maybe. Can she be hit just at the beginning here? Is it on, the lightning's only hitting certain... You get a little bit of a flash, huh? Slight warning. Oh darn, that's not what I was trying to do. Yeah. Pier and Pier. Well, damn. That's not what I'm going for. Pier 1. I'm gonna go throw... I'm gonna go throw Dixie... No, I'll throw Kitty Kong. No, DK. One of the Kongs is gonna get thrown off a pier if this performance continues. Yeah, this is something else. Okay, what are you guys trying to put in the water? Besides fried Kong. Woo! Generally don't want to jump in the water during an electrical storm. Tried to pull him back, but... thrown off a pier by one's peers. You know what, for half a second as I was trying to find the correct, you know, once you were trying to correct me, I was like, okay, well, Pert is out, so what do we got? And I saw that, I saw you trying to explain it, and I think my brain went to some kind of like, well, I know they're Canadian, so maybe it's, you know, like, ah! Maybe there's a, well, something else to it. Oops. Well, doggone it. Lightning. Ooh, that's gonna get me. Lightning striking again. Yep, she got zapped. Yeah, I don't even want to take a stab at that one, Dustin. Gavato, yeah, it's a... this level's pretty crazy. Quite dark, too. Damn, yeah. I should've just kept moving forward there. Really helps to get underneath an enemy, obviously. Stupid. So if it's not Life Sun, what is it? Like Lifison or something? Take him out. Oh! Not what I'm trying to do there, guys. What's down here? Ah, bonus. Right, yeah, Palpuck. Yeah, they've implemented it in a couple of spots so far. Or at least, I'm thinking they have, but well, we're gonna need more than that, I think. Am I supposed to be able to bounce off of that one all the way, like stay in the air for the whole time there? I think I was, but oh, Dustin, yeah. No. Yeah, just keep moving, I guess. Alright, one bonus. I knew she was about to get fried. One bonus down. I think there's been another part in the game. I'm not remembering, but yeah, that's a good observation about yeah, when they're weak to the same stuff that we are, you know, environmental hazards and stuff. And Shining Force, yeah, she's shocked. Shining Force 2, I like how they implemented some of the enemies that could take you out too. Rather like you know, there was that those prism flowers, and then there was another similar enemy, and they had a gag where it would if you got lined up with them, they would basically shoot across the screen. But anything in that path is going to hit you too, and you can really use that to your advantage. Oh. I gotta try to take these guys out, I think. I was hoping I could hit that Robin. Maybe I just stay under them the whole time. It's not really gonna hit where they are, huh? Yeah, just kind of out on the margins. What are y'all hiding up there? Wonder if that's how you get the barrel. Or keg, whatever. There was another barrel that showed up for, I think, a second, and I might be too late. I'm like, fry? You guys need to fry, what's his name? Coin. Yes, there it is. Oh, don't do that! Didn't mean to let off the button. Yeah, a little friendly fire in that case. A little different than, yeah, the topic at hand, but... Well, whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie Dixie. Go, 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 go. So I haven't told this story yet, but Dustin, you might have seen this joke as a kid, but I remember when I was in high school, someone drew a picture of, someone passed me a note, and they said, read it out loud. And it was, they had drawn, and quite, honestly, pretty decent drawing, but they had drawn a, the car from the Dukes of Hazzard, and on this sheet of paper, which, you know, it's got like a Confederate flag on the roof and stuff. On this A real. I don't know what I was gonna say. A real piece of work. I know. Something that would, I don't imagine this joke got much above the Mason-Dixon line, but yeah, it was. He had drawn a picture of what did they call it? Did they call it the General Lee or something? I never even watched that show. It seems terrible. And it had the car from Dukes of Hazzard on it, and it was, looked like it had been in a fender bender, and they wrote underneath it, and I'll write it in the chat for you guys, but this is what you got. This is what was written underneath it. And this kid passes this to me and he says, "Say it out loud." And so I get it, and I've already said it to myself, in my head before I read it aloud, and I knew, I knew what we were going for, so I put a little spin on it, Oh, my Dixie wrecked, oh my God, Oh yeah, I did a little chuckle when I first saw it, I was like, well, what the hell, I'll say it out loud, Yeah, the General Lee. I hadn't thought about that until we were playing this game the other day, and I just pulled that from the recesses. You're cooked if you go in the water. Oh yeah, I have been, Dustin. Yeah. I think I've probably seen I've seen it would play on some local channel, and I know I've seen the intro a few times, but I really think that's probably about all from the show that I've seen, and not that I feel like I'm missing anything, but it's also another one of those shows that I'm like, I remember people around me kind of liking, or at the very least I remember it was on one time at a buddy's house, and of course it's all reruns because the show was already quite old by the time I'm a kid. But I remember my friend's dad just being like, "Oh, Dukes of Hazzard, oh man," just. So I remember the intro of it, and I've probably seen that a few times, and I remember oh Lord, here we go again. You had this you had this narration as well. But I feel like that was another property that is it seemed like it was really lampooning the South, but it kind of became a point of pride, or you know what I mean? Yeah, okay. I meant to go save, actually, but sure. More lives? Okay. I don't know. Without knowing much about it, I got the sense that it was at least originally kind of like hey, let's make a story. It's like some exec or something is, what we need? We need a story about let's tap it into these Southerners, misplaced pride. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have a car called the General Lee, and it's gonna play Dixie whenever you hit the horn. It was a different time, yeah. It's I think it's one of those things too, where it's like, how many shows are there of that kind of nature at that point? So even if it was maybe originally meant to sort of make fun of well, all the things that it seems to. It's also like, well, how much representation do you get of the good old boys on TV at that time? So, you know, people were probably still like, oh, this is awesome, actually, you know? Anyway, now I'm not in a hurry to see what I've missed with the Dukes of Hazzard. That's interesting, Palpuck. I think now I'm curious when the movie came out. That was like, I'm probably wrong, but I'm thinking it came out like, you know, like it was like more of kind of a revival thing. It was like after the, yeah, okay. This was like, was it like a 90s revival thing or 2000s revival? Seems familiar. Yeah, yeah, Dustin. I know. Yeah. Oh. Looks like our boys have done it again. They would do the freeze frame, you know, as the car was like hitting a huge jump. Ruined most of the US and Canadian stocks of Dodge Chargers. Yeah, I had missed your first comment along those lines. That's funny. Yeah. Ding, ding. Right, okay, yeah. I barely, wow, Palpuck, I think I barely remembered that they even did a, you know, a more modern movie for it. That's funny. That's right. I think you might be right. She was Daisy Duke. They got, yeah, if it wasn't her, I think it was her. Yeah, okay, yeah. All right. Now, I would hear the term Daisy Dukes all the time before I knew what it was from, you know? Yeah. That's it, Dustin, yeah. Some, short, usually cut off jeans. Well, you know, they're shorts, but usually of a cut-off nature. Lightning lookout. Do 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 do. Ooh. Ah! Damn. Why am I going back? You already got the DK barrel. You wasted your opportunity. Keep rolling. Go, 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 go. Stop. Stop, Forrest, stop. Okay. No! Oh, man. We were so close to touching that coin. Almost had it. All right, well, this is... Okay. I feel like I'm beginning to get the hang of at least what we've done up until that point. Whoop. You can outrun it sometimes, but they definitely... a couple parts where you really gotta hold up. There we go. Oh. We gotta get the, damn. I get, you know, you... Oh, shoot. I guess you can't run the keg. Come on. There we go. Oh, the DK coin was just there. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. I thought I'd have to kill him again. Shoot. They got me on that one. Bzz. Come on. A little help here. Oh shoot, that was my opportunity. That's okay. It's a mix of sometimes you're waiting for the lightning to take them out, and then other times you just need to go. Oh, wow. Can't be in the water. I know, Balbuck. They're really just out there in the open. K. Rool's like, don't move a muscle. Now, whatever you guys do, don't move at all. Alright? I don't care if it's storming. Just, they put it right on the end there. Go, go, go! Oh, yeah, you got it. That part's tough. Do 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 do. There you go. Oops. It's a close one. Get the bug. No time to spend. Oh, gods. Forward progress, please. That one had me jumping. Oh, damn. Get up there. All right. I bet it's going to be easy to get kicked out of this one, though. Let's see. 15 bananas. Oh, God. I should have... I started to head back a bit. Darn. Get up there. Oh. There we go. That's right, I did. Totally, Ichigo. It's the get up there that you say when you actually have no more control at that point, and you're just hoping it goes in. This one, you really got to be sure-footed if you start running in one direction. Damn! You better get there quick. That's tough. Let's get back in there. Ooh. Go. I need to just run, too. I'll, try to do the little hair twirl. Ooh, girl. There you go. Cool. 2 bonus coins and, well, the hero coin, too. I don't really care about that G. It's a cool little concept for a level. You know, when you first get in, it can... The gimmick is like, wait, what's going on here? Oh, got me. I was hoping it was done. Oh! Sure. Papa. Yeah. Oh, I know you're a big fan of Click. Wasn't that an Adam Sandler film? I don't know. I was just trying to go for one of the, you know, probably more obscure ones, or not obscure, but one that isn't really talked about as much. Damn. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We're fried there.
Dixie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Iframes, don't fail me now. Terrible. All right, let me get my legs back under me here. Just going through those lives. Hey, Michael. Yeah, I'm interested to see how tough things get here, you know? It's been a fun game so far. Should have just kept going. Woo! No, don't do that. Man, a couple of times now I've gone, I see it coming and I'm like, I think I can outrun. No, you can't. Not when it's already that close. Come on, guys. Bzz. All right, easy does it. Get underneath. All right. Doggone it. Couple more tries. Here we go. Do 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 do. Ah! I have to think we've made it pretty close to the end of this level. We have the 2 bonus coins and the That's not what I'm trying to do. Darn. Gonna get fried every time if we just hang out in the water. Bzz, bzz. We're good. We don't need to go in there. That is done. Get that immediately. Thank you. There's our G. Can I do like a quick... There we are. Yep. Trixie. Damn, damn, damn. Oh, well, the lightning took the bee out. Go, go, go! Got a tough jump coming up, if I remember. Not gonna make it there. Yeah. Well, I saw the G already. So we're not too far. Go. No momentum. Right bug. Bzz. Go. There you go. There's our G. Yeah, if you can time a lightning strike, like, pretty much as you're jumping on the shore, as you're jumping into the water, that seems to be the best bet. Damn. Oh, wow. Well, her holding it over her head actually helped us there, huh? Yeah. Yeah. I always want to jump on those guys, or... There you go. Gotta take that opportunity. No more lightning right at the end. And we're done. Cool. That's not that... It's not as hard of a level. Oh, yeah. No worries, Pal Puck. That's not as hard of a level as it seems at first, and as I made it out to be, but... There it is. That's done. Oh, yeah. I was wondering if you could fall down the waterfall there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I could, Michael, I could tell that it is reacting to where we are too, you know, and yeah, I think when you first get in, it can be kind of like, wait, what the heck's happening, you know? But I can tell that there's a level of you know, of course it knows our position, and I find too that there's a certain point where they start putting it where you're about to jump, and you really just in a level where lightning is raining down. Well, lightning is coming down from the sky, and you would think you need to be in a super hurry all the time. Yeah, they subvert that, especially in the second half of that level, huh? And it's like they tend to put it pretty much right where you're going to be, like, you know, if there's 3 barrels in the water, they'll put it on the one in front of you or something, and catch you in the you know, your momentum carrying you forward. Look at all those banana birds. All right, how we doing on time? Hour 14. Let me go back. I wanted to remind myself of what was going on back here at was it Baffler? What was his name? Oh, Baffles code room. Thunderstruck. I like the idea of lightning thinking, Michael. Yeah. I think I get what you mean, you know. I mean, it became a little easier to predict and see. All right. Oh, thanks, Ichiko. I know it's nice to have game appropriate sounds ready to fire off, so you're not hearing Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, unless 1-800 Summon Me comes around, and then we can play the Sonic the Hedgehog one. But until then.
Dixie.
Ow. I don't remember what game it was I was playing one time, but I was playing sounds from the game itself, and someone had just stopped by, and they were like, "What?" Something like, "What is up with the sound?" Or they're like, "I think your sound is delayed," or you know, they were just they're like, "What the heck is happening right now?" Like, because I was using sound effects that run the game and trying to, you know, I was going for a bit of a confusing cacophony. Coindozer clamber. Sounds like it's gonna be easy. Let's get in there. Oh, that one's good, isn't it? The I need to get that Ichigo, actually. I don't think I found that one. And that I had an afternoon where I was pulling the sounds, and I think in that time I didn't find the I mean, it's out there, but I want that. I need that one. I have ow, and I have the let's see. One as well. The yeah. It is, yeah. Whoa, hey Coin, what's up? You gonna be here the whole level, Coin? I mean, it is your level after all. Yep, you're gonna be here the whole time. It was a good. I think that having the K consonants here, I think, you know, this game loves its alliteration and consonants and assonance. I think that helped bring out the confusing cacophony there. Right. Yeah. This one's gonna be easy. Anybody that knows this game is like, alright, well, we'll see. That's like, I have a recurring joke of anytime someone tells me they're playing Elder Scrolls, just being like, oh yeah, I heard that game was really easy. And most people instantly know it's a joke, and I think others, it's like a actually, sir. See, they're even a little merciful. Good God, yeah. We're really behind the 8 ball. At least they don't allow him to push you to the left at the very beginning of the level. That's, I was gonna say, that's the mercy there. But of course, that very first one can just push you off to the right, so. Alright. Another run for the lives. I'm gonna stock up on some lives and then we'll take a break. I feel pretty good today. I got a really late start today because I had some pretty gnarly migraine symptoms earlier, and including, I don't usually get sick. I got sick this time. Honestly, I did feel better after after that, but I can get some nausea and dizziness, but yeah. All that is to say, I was thinking of stopping the stream, and or, you know, not starting it, and then I did start to feel a lot better, and I was like, man, I want to get some gaming in. So it kind of, you know, a little touch and go, and if it starts to bug me, I'll just end the stream right away, but I gotta say, it does feel pretty good. We tend to laugh a lot, or at least I do. I don't know about anybody else, but I tend to laugh when I watch this stream, so you guys crack me up, and yeah, sometimes the old adage rings true. Laughter is the best medicine. Hey Francisco, what's up? Welcome. That's right, Ichigo, yeah. Oh, that's cool, Michael. Yeah, that's interesting too, you know. I know how when it comes to platforming challenges, no two gamers are created equally, and something that someone can find you know, exactly what it is that you're saying there. Something that one person finds really easy is like, you know, insane to somebody else, whereas they might have another level they're a lot better at, or... Whoops. Slaughter, yeah. Common misconception. Slaughter is the best medicine. That sounds like it would be a Duke Nukem line or something. Slaughter is the best medicine. Alongside such other Duke Nukem lines as don't have time to play with myself. When you walk up to one of the, like, Duke Nukem, I think it's like a pinball machine or arcade machine or something. Yes. Make sure you wipe your feet and wash your hands before saving your game, Kongs. I know I've told this before, but as a kid, I did have a rule. You're coming over to game. You're gonna wash your hands before you before we use these controllers. It was because I had the you know, the memory of the Walmart controllers in my head and how disgusting they were. Well, like the demo ones, just how they would just, I don't know how something could get so oily. I do a lot of kids coming up and playing with it, a lot of sweaty kids. But well, yeah, I remember. I remember I was telling a friend one time, I was like, hey, do you mind, because we were coming in from being outside and stuff, and I'd already gone to the restroom or something, but they didn't, and my hands were washed. But I remember being like, oh yeah, do you mind washing your hands? And they were like, they picked the controller up and they're like, what? And I decided, you know what? I'm asking, I'm asking for the most part politely. I'm gonna repeat myself because I want those hands washed before it touches my controller. I was like, oh, I try to keep my stuff. I want to keep this stuff in good shape. Would you mind washing your hands? Something along those lines. Thankfully, that kid was not a dick about it, or yeah. They might have Ichigo, yeah. I can't handle this Nintendo 64. This is too intense. I'd like to get Dixie right now because I'm with Palpuck. I stand a chance of survival with Dixie. Will you come over here? Yeah, okay. So I can even just kind of use you as my landing platform. Is it gonna be fun? That's where the K is, huh? Okay. As long as I stay on your left. Oh, you can bump me up the hill. Oh, you know what? I meant to get a break in. Feeling it now. I should make that. I gotta go wash my hands. This controller's getting greasy. Yeah. All right. Let's go here. Did I go here? Yeah. Cool. All right. We'll do some more, what is this song? Rock Face Rumble. Becoming a favorite. I'd put this up there with, some of the... I think this is definitely one of the best songs from this game. There's a couple of good ones. I will say, I think on the balance, this game versus DKC 2, what I've heard music-wise, I think 2 is a stronger soundtrack. 1 maybe like the most solid. 2 has a couple of great tracks that really like. If you ever want to see a lot of people being very sentimental about these games, go look up a video for Sticker Brush Symphony from DonkeyKongCountry 2. And chances are, as long as it's not just like some, just put up a couple weeks ago or something, there's a couple of them out there, but it's full of comments of people just like talking about either what the game means to them. One of the Sticker Brush Symphony, like everyone was doing these like mental health check-ins and sort of life checkpoint check-ins, like, so they would reply to themselves and stuff a year later or whenever, and it's, grandpa passed away, blah, 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 but I did nail that interview, and I'm going to be hired by this company I've wanted to work for my whole life, or whatever, It's all like either sentimental memories of this game or, again, people doing like check-ins. It was when I was looking for music for that game, I was like, what have I stumbled into? Oh yeah, that was for Sticker Brush Symphony, one of the best tracks across the 3 games, IMO. I gotta remember which one Cascade Capers is, Michael. There's been a few really good ones. There's a couple of tracks that have been kind of understated, and I didn't, I don't care for them as much. The world map music is, to me, it's cool. It almost even has, I think I even said it almost sounds like some kind of music bed you would use on like a news program or something, because it's got that little, sort of a telegraph or teletype sounding sound effects in the background, but yeah, I don't know. Then again, how do you compare that to the one from the first game, in all its jazziness? All right, guys, I'm going to get a break in. You guys should get one too. When we get back, we'll continue our journey through Kaos Kore. See you soon. Hey guys, what's up? So, because I don't know a lot of the songs by name, I looked up Cascade Capers and Sticker Brush Symphony, or rather a Forest Interlude. And yeah, Cascade Capers, that is a great one too. I think I could agree that that might be my favorite in this game. Good call on that, Michael. Forest Interlude is great too. Like I said, I didn't recognize the title, but as soon as it started up, I was like, oh, this one's good. I didn't even have to get to the, you know, part yet to recognize it. And I was like, yeah, oh, this is a great track. It's really awesome music across the trilogy. The bar is also set so high that, you know, like I said, I don't hate anything from this game. Whoops. Hardly any of the music is bad. Speaking of which, I was like, let me turn it up so I can hear this song a little better. Turn it up for me, at least. Hopefully it's loud enough for you guys. You know, kind of want to jump almost from plate to plate. Oops, that didn't want to roll off. Shoot! Not what I was going for. I gotta switch off the coffee. I just saw the time. Whoops. Missed my cutoff. Also, I forgot that, you know, USA plays today, huh? They're already gonna be in the tournament, but... They play, I think, in 30 minutes, I believe. Or is that tomorrow? Maybe that's tomorrow. Looks like a risky bear coin. Just want to see if there was anything else to that, but... We should be able to get a little, as long as I'm feeling well, we should be able to get some extended time in tomorrow, I think. That'll be nice. Okay, that's cool. We moved that one closer then. All right. Okay, what's shooting out of a barrel over here? Okay, cool. Probably gonna go over to the right via the barrels. Stand on top of his cannon, huh? Oh, we were moving ever so slight. Oh no! Yeah, I just mistimed that jump. I guess when he had his cannon at an angle. All right, try it again. You know, I probably shouldn't push it. I really shouldn't push too hard today. I honestly think I went a little too long yesterday, and I might have paid for it. But with that being said, I think I'll get us into the next hour. You know, I bet we can go maybe another 45 or so, something like that. I watched a great little documentary. Well, this keeps coming to mind, so let me just pull it up for you guys. I found a new to me YouTube channel, and let me just go history. I found I first watched one on the original Dragon Quest game, and then I got stuff from 2. Or I saw that they had done little mini docs on 2 and 3 as well. Really well researched. Data log. You guys familiar with data log? I'll link you guys to DQ1. I wasn't aware of this channel, but it seems like they do like seasons of video game documentaries, and they tend to be seemingly pretty well researched, and a lot of good footage and stuff, and pretty good VO. Let me find that first one, DQ1. Where'd it go? Oh, shoot. Well, it's a little further back. Let me just grab this one for you. This is from Dragon Quest 2. But this will at least get the... That's right, pal. I thought it sounded familiar when I... But I don't know if I don't know if it just kind of came across my feed or if I had, you know, looked them up prior. But yeah. That's the one from Dragon Quest 2. I wanted to find the one for 1, but yeah, I'll just get back to the game now. But anyway. Yeah, it's a good recommendation. I haven't seen anything else from that. I've only just, started, only just found their channel, really, so. Oh, damn. Ba-dee-dee-dee. Keep that cold water coming before. Oh, you were telling me about, was it like I forget the name of it. Was it something like Video Game Archive or, they had a new video out recently as well. And I only seen a couple things from them, but it seemed to cut above. Yeah, it seemed like it was pretty good quality. Come on, damn. Video Game Foundation. It sounded like I think that it is a non-profit or something, but I can't remember. Maybe they're not. This music is funky. I believe it might be this song. There's like a portion of it. It gives me some Earthbound. Yes, that's it. Video Game History Foundation. Yeah. Yeah, that stuff is all really well done. Okay, if I can get you over to me for a quick... Yeah, there we go. Alright, just be ready to fly if... Oop. Oh, you can't. You really can't, though, if you... Alright. Okay, checkpoint. Hooray. That feels a little early for a checkpoint, but yeah. That's cool. Yeah. That's cool that, they got their, what? 501c? Question mark? Whatever. They got their, non-profit status. I'm going for that around here, guys. Turns out there's a few strings attached. I'm not satisfied that everything was explored over here. It's a lot of stuff. That's not at all what I'm trying to do. He's gonna be hard to get back. He might be gone. Yeah, I might have to write you off, kitty. I don't know. Kitty's like, what the hell, man? Dixie. So I probably get the jump off of our Kremling friend over here. Ah, oh, darn. Or if I had a strapping young lad to toss me up there. Yeah. I think you can get the bounce off the Kremling probably, but I just didn't quite hit the execution. Oh, damn. Oh, he's back with us. Okay. I don't even think I clocked that. Let me see if I can die the same way twice. In an identical fashion. Looking for ways to just break the game open, you know? They're like, surely if someone stands on this guy and gets hit once, they'll know to move off, right? Dixie feels like the cheat code on this one. Something came on my YouTube feed, and I didn't check it out yet, but it looked like somebody's, you know, ROM hack. It was, they called it DonkeyKongCountry 4, and I guess they were doing, I don't know if it's complete, or I got the, from the title, I think I remember it, you know. It's not done yet, but I think we've got a, they wanted to show sort of where they're at thus far. Nope. Meant to swap out first. Okay. Get in there. $15 bananas. Where's that first one? Way over there. You're gonna want to have Dixie for that part. Must be a little further. Oh no! I knew that was gonna happen. I think it's a little over to the left. Darn. Come here. Need your help. Okay. We already missed some letters earlier. Yeah, here's the one I want. Not so sure about getting the bounce off that guy. When I try it, it doesn't really seem like you get much in the way of air. But I don't think I've ever bopped him at his apex, but I don't know. Okay, here we go. Looking for that first? Oh, it's up there, huh? Okay. It's a little harder to see these with the sunglasses on. I've dealt with that before. I better keep them on today, though. Every now and then it's just for style purposes, but it's usually function.
Little Diddy.
Wait for you to come over here. Yeah, don't stand on him. Oh, yeah, head right. Yeah, hitting him, like, as you're heading left, and then, you know, jumping left up to the barrel. Yeah, that makes sense. That's gotta be how it's done. Now, I wonder how we take him out. I'm curious. Whoops. Nothing else to... And that's a pretty big gap there, so, damn. I would have liked to have... Shoot. I would have liked to have seen if I could throw a Kong at him or something, but... Whatever. Out of all the coins, that's the one we care about the most in this level. Am I seeing something up there? I think it's just a tree texture. There we go, that was a good move.
Little Diddy.
Appropriate sound effect. There it is. The world map music isn't bad. I just, you know, it's a little understated, and that's not always a bad thing. Yeah, let's I mean, we're able to... We don't even need to go in there at this point, but I'm kind of curious. Ooh. Yeah, maybe you run underneath them. I could see that, yeah. Well, I'll just keep rolling. Come here. Oh, yeah. ¿Qué piensas, Quevado? Es muy difícil. Yeah, there's something else to that. Oh, we're not going to get back over to the left that way. Oh, what's that? Oh, we've seen those before. That's right. Oh, that's right. Okay. Hell yeah. I forgot what that did, actually. Got it. There's my G. My G. I'm gonna need to bring you over here, sir. You're gonna bounce me, aren't you? Yep. But then you put me right over there in the loving arms of another Kremling. We only found one bonus, didn't we? Yeah. So, let's see if we can find that first, see if we can find, oops. That's not what I'm trying to do. But I just want to let this play out for another half second before I pause select, because it looks pretty gnarly. Yeah, okay. She was about to bounce off, and he's going to the left. All right. I could go for a cerveza right now myself. Yo espero. Let's see, how can I put this? Yo espero. Well, I wish that I could drink one right now. Apparently I can't do Spanish and play at the same time, but quiero beber una cerveza. I don't know if that'll help my head, though, so darn. I'm gonna need a beer after this. Speaking of which, I'll have the occasional one, you know. I don't drink much at all, but sadly, I think that is probably one of a couple of migraine triggers for me. They could put something down below us, too. And I would miss it, but let's see if there's any guide bananas anywhere. I'm not convinced that that's the first of the bonuses. Oop. Nothing down there, right? Yeah, because we're already almost to the end. Yeah, if you do a really quick hop, these guys aren't as bad. You gotta learn to really, touch and go. Huh. If I had to guess, it's somewhere, you know, where I need to toss... Bye-bye. I need to toss them up to something that's above us, and maybe they give us a guide banana or something, but I don't see it. I'm on my last life, Dixie. You're breaking my concentration. I love that she has all these banana birds to keep her company, you know? Good for her. I can move on to Poisonous Pipeline, but my time here is limited today, so maybe I'll just work on this one a little bit longer and... Honestly, I had already written off that I'd even be able to... I didn't think I'd be able to stream today at all, so this has really exceeded my own expectations. Been a while since I checked out the very beginning of the level. Let's see. Man, they could put it in between one of these gaps, too. I've been thinking about that. They do a good job of telling you, like, where to put this one, you know? Lining up with the bananas there. So here's the first section with all the barrels. Am I seeing some? I don't think I'm seeing something down there, but I'm gonna just take a blind leap. Nope. For half a second, I thought I saw like the top of a barrel or something. Could be like those green bananas and hidden up in the canopy. Nothing here, right? I still haven't, you know, I think it is just this one barrel. I haven't even popped down here at all. Wondered if I'd see something down at the bottom. All right. Anyway. Okay, we'll try to unfurrow the brow. I've had a lot of pain behind my left eyebrow. That was where the migraine was really hitting me today. Yeah, I'm just thinking of all the devious possibilities, you know. It'd be funny to put one in the middle of one of these gaps. You spend the whole level trying to, you know, of course, stay out of the gaps. Oh! And then you... probably need to jump into one? I don't know.
You teach me and I'll teach you!
You! Got the occasional piece of like ancient ruins or something going on here. Interesting little level layout. I don't know what these like sort of marker headstones or something. I don't know what's going on there, but mile markers. Oop. Not good. All right, guys, I'm going to run through this one a few more times. We'll see how it goes. Tomorrow, my goal is to, you know, get through this level and take a big chunk out of the Lost World if we can. Yeah. Yeah, we got a jungle. I see an occasional, like, column or something that's all, you can also see how the trees are all really, you know, like, look at all the gashes in the tree here and stuff, and you've got a jungle that's been, you know, ravaged by the excesses of industrialization as represented by the Kaos Kore. Or maybe even at the oh. Hey, you know what? Let me give it a 3 more tries kind of thing. I think I'm getting to the end of my time today. I feeling a little funky, so, or not funky, but you know, feeling like I'm gonna need to take care of myself after this. So let me give it 3 more tries, including this one. Oh yeah. Thick. Hey, you know, anything goes up here in the northern hemisphere. It's we got some thick forest. Whoop. May I borrow you? Damn. I was just trying to get him to bring him over here. I gotta actually die, though, for it to count as an attempt. You really want Dixie, for sure, because his jump doesn't get you, on top of the shield sometimes, like if he's still running at you. Whereas with Dixie, I feel you can, pretty easily get on atop the shield. Yeah, you'll see the occasional call-up like this. I thought it was worth a shot, you know, beginning of the level sometimes. I think it's going to be more obvious and not just a blind throw like this, but I'm missing whatever. I'm sure they're giving me some kind of subtle sign, but I'm missing it. Come on, switch. I love to see Coin when he's like running head down, you know, running towards you. It's a funny little animation. It's this part that like that part sounds like a couple of Earthbound songs to me. Yeah. I know what you're talking about, Palpug. I haven't really used that myself, but my my wife actually has. She's had a couple of those over the years. And yeah, like I know she has one that can go in the microwave or in the freezer. And I think it's got like a bunch of little beads in it or something. And yeah, you know, that's worth a shot. Actually, we do have that. I mentioned yesterday something that I was hearing about from my mother-in-law. That's oh, look at this! There it is. Finally see it. Yeah, peeking out from underneath the canopy. Man, and we spent a lot of time on top of that guy too. I just didn't see what was right above him. Or maybe this is the one we... Whoops. No, I don't know, actually. Wait, where's the one? Oh, there it is. Well, easy enough to get. I totally just missed that one. Okay. You got this, guys. Oh! Might still have it. Yeah, there you go. Alright, this one's done. Let me just try to finish the level just for fun. Come here. Need your assistance, please. Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty high up there, wasn't it? I think I've seen stuff maybe even just a little higher on the margins, but yeah, it was. I could see that getting cut off. Yeah. Were you guys able, you know, I didn't look at what you're seeing on your screen. I think you I think I have it cropped. There's a, you know, I have a little bit cut off on the sides. But I think you guys are pretty much getting the picture as is, but Could you see it back there? Now I'm curious. Going back through like it's no problem now. All right. Yeah, I could see that being. I could see that really getting cut off if you're using a crop over scan. I usually avoid that that setting on my. Thanks, Papa. Yeah, I usually avoid the overscan on my RetroTink here, just because for me locally, right here on this screen, it's already quite big enough, and you know, I get some games. You know, hey, you can like sort of cut off that extra margin that wasn't often used in games. But I don't really need all the figures on the screen to be any bigger than they already are. In fact, there's been times in the past when I brought it down to 720p or whatever, just because I needed a smaller picture here. Cool. Well, you know what? I hate to do this, but I should probably play it safe and try to get out while I can. Today was pretty brutal earlier. I'm really glad I got a second win. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging. Yeah, I've got a pretty big monitor here that I use, and I do have that option. In fact, we could play around with that for 1 second. You see, like what it would. You guys, I haven't shown you guys the menu here too much, but this is the like RetroTink 5X Pro. I haven't updated. I wonder if there's probably new firmware at this point, but I updated it like when I first got it, but not since then. Thank you, Dixie. I appreciate that. Thanks for hanging. If we play around with the, oh, I think that's even in like a, yeah, we can go like 1080 over. Too much. Now, I do see, I can, actually, you know what? I do have, you guys have the picture a little cut off for the stream. Here, I can see it, but yeah, the save is way down there. I can see the whole thing and a little bit of room underneath it. I'll show you. Yeah, thanks, Palpuck. I know, it seems like there's kind of a cumulative effect too, you know, it just like to like a couple of stressful days, you know, and it just makes it all so much worse, or a couple of long days, it adds up, and then I pay for it with these headaches. Yeah, I've got it goes even just a little bit further than that. I did crop it some for you guys, but yeah. There's like some other settings with this too for like some scan lines and stuff, but I'm not a big fan of the sort of like artificial scan line, you know, the filters and stuff. I think, I don't know, 4 out of 5 times when I see that, 4 out of 5 doctors prefer, I don't know, more often than not when I see it, it just like, it's like you just made the picture worse, or there's just a grid. You just like basically overlaid a grid on the screen, and some people think it like gives it this retro feel. I think it could look terrible sometimes. I don't think I don't think like most scanline filters adequately get you what the effect that is desired, which, you know, they want it to look like you know, you're watching it on a CRT, or at least that seems to be the motivation lots of times. It gives it that, quote, retro feel. All right, just going to leave it on here for a few seconds, and then, yeah, we'll wrap it up. You know, I might, for my own sake, I think I'll probably skip the collage tonight. I don't know. I don't know if I need to be, you know, I haven't talked much about how that's done, but those aren't recorded. They're not, what's up, Rhodes? How you doing, man? Those aren't recorded. I do it live, and I'm just pulling up, you know, I'm just hitting open picture or open GIF, open video, you know, and just having it lay on top of each other, you know, setting like blending effects on the pictures and video and stuff. And I really enjoy doing that too. That's a lot of fun. I'd like to do it for somebody else sometime, but anyway, I don't know if that's what my brain needs right now. I don't know if my eyes need to see all that. I ought to give them a break. I'm with you, Rotes. Good to see you, buddy. Sorry, I'm right here at the end, but I hope you're doing okay, man. Yeah, I'm tired too. All right, guys, that's going to be it for part 10. Let's wrap it up. I'm hoping tomorrow I can come back feeling a lot better. I'm really glad we could get some time in today. It's awesome. I was already prepared to have a sick night. All right. Hold on, I'm getting some intense music right now. Oh, it's just the soundtrack here, huh? Yeah, okay. Wow. All right, surprise me. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna hit the schedule. Is anybody streaming right now? I realized I said wow. Like a dork. Oh, wow. Who's on right now? We can do a little, do a raid. T-Roy's on. We might go hang out with T-Roy. I had a good time over at Chaotic Koala yesterday. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. Cool. All right, well, we'll go hang out with T-Roy. I see that he's on. I'll get us over there in just a bit. I'll just do the shortest little collage. I'll pop right over to T-Roy's. Get you there soon. Tomorrow, let's play some more Donkey Kong Country 3. Getting towards the end of this game. I think maybe 2 streams. Probably have it all wrapped up. So, yeah, cool. All right, guys, adios. I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks again. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.